Okay, I did an intro for this, and so this will be considered chapter one. If you want to know why I'm here, go back and watch the intro. Let's just try to get through this because this is a 70-minute read according to them, and we're going to discuss it along the way because this is really weird, really weird, and it attacks some of YouTube's biggest commentators on pop culture and fun. For brevity's sake. In plain sight, how white supremacy, misogyny, and hate targeted the Star Wars sequel trilogy and won. Let's see here. This article contains information about white supremacists, racist, hate, misogyny, anti-Semitism, and sexual assault, including quotes and descriptions about rape, racial slurs, and violence against women. Right now, I normally would turn things off. This is about Star Wars. And I don't think Star Wars has any of that. So, please be advised, if you see an asterisk next to links in this article, they will direct to an alt-right associated YouTube channel. Why would they do that? A white supremacist website or blog? This whole white supremacist thing, it's weird. They've gotten to where it's just another name they're calling people. It's just stupid. Sorry. There have been included for educational purposes only. Please click at your own discretion. All right. So this is Rewriting Ripley. They do a podcast, I guess. I'd never heard of them. I can't believe this is part one, and that there will be another part. Since December 2017, pop culture news has been overcrowded with the same narrative. Rian Johnson's Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, has divided audiences. Okay. Despite a 9% approval rating from critics and an A cinema score, we can't stop talking about how The Last Jedi is a polarizing film that has allegedly alienated fans en masse and sent Disney multi-billion-dollar juggernaut in an unsatisfactory direction. So this is hypocritical right here. Despite having a 90% approval rating, it has alienated fans en masse. So that 10% controls everything. We're back to the 10%. Gosh. Creatives involved with Star Wars projects have even commented on the hate against the film. Look, you can hate a film. That doesn't mean you hate everything else in life. You can hate everything else in life and like a film. Just throwing that out. For example, Ron Howard, director of Solo, a Star Wars story, took to Twitter to respond to comments blaming dislike of The Last Jedi on Solo's underwhelming box office performance shortly after the film's release in 2018. Okay. I would say part of that is true. You also have to remember, though, that Solo came out in the weekend between Deadpool, and I can't remember right now off the top of my head what the other movie was. We had Deadpool and Solo and another movie. What was that? Gosh, 18 seems like it was so long ago. Stupid 2020, right? Sorry, I just forgot. I can't think of it. Oh, it was Jurassic Park, I believe. Jurassic Park and Deadpool were playing at the same time Solo was. So if you're upset about The Last Jedi and you want to protest a little bit, you got a lot of options that weekend. Let's see here. Actor Anthony Daniels, best known for his role as C-3PO in the Star Wars franchise, noted in his memoir, I Am C-3PO, that's the original title, that after encountering the hate towards The Last Jedi on YouTube, he was genuinely sad that fans felt their loyalty had been slighted. He sounds like a good guy. He really sincerely does. In the lead of the release of the final film, The Skywalker Saga, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, director J.J. Abrams acknowledged the animosity towards the franchise's 8th installment by suggesting that fans don't want to be told that what they love about Star Wars doesn't matter. Do you think so? Did you come to that conclusion all on your own? That was an independent thought of yours? You're a huge filmmaker and you don't realize that people don't like to be pooped on? They don't like their memories? Do you realize how many times, if you're a Star Wars fan, answer this question. What was that time Star Wars was there for you? Everybody has a story. They were, you lost you lost the love of what you thought was your life. You're sad, depressed. You flip through the channels and, son of a gun, man, Star Wars is on. You're, I don't know, it comes up Christmas time, and you're not too excited about it, and you're kind of like, I've lost the feeling of it. You turn on, your favorite Star Wars movie you had when you were a kid, and all of a sudden by the time it's over, you're in that Christmas spirit. It's maybe you're in the hospital, maybe you're homesick, something like that. Everybody has that time when they were down, that they realized and they remembered and they went back to Star Wars. You don't want that. That's so powerful. Do you really want that to be just pooped on? I mean, that was just... It's a sickness that people have this. It's like they can't understand why you would find solitude in anything, so they have to destroy everything. J.J. Abrams, congratulations, man. Wow, you really discovered water with this one. The Star Wars Episode 7 Force Awakens director went on to release a film that, according to Time magazine, feels as if Abrams read every critical tweet and Rian Johnson's mentions for the last 2 years and answered each one scene by scene. He did. He had to get the movie back on course, because it completely veered away from everything that was happening. I forget, I think it was Mueller, his Unbridled Rage episodes. It might have been Doomcock. Talk about one of those, just these incredibly intelligent people that break these things down in ways that I wish I had the ability to do. They said, the The Last Jedi, it happens like days after The Force Awakens ended. There's no time frame between there, and there's like all this stuff happened though, and meanwhile I'm like, it doesn't make sense, and it completely, it's like in the in the time frame, excuse me, like it should be like, it's almost like a 4-hour movie, like another chapter to the Force Awakens, just because it's only a few days afterwards or something like that. And I was like, oh well, yeah, like this is weird, and where's it going to, and why is why is this happening? How do bombs drop slowly in space? And I've actually been in an argument with people over that on Twitter, of course, and they don't grasp outside of a linear answer. There's no critical thinking to it, if you ask me. I don't know. Maybe my mind can be persuaded. It's not what I'm here for. I just think it's funny that it's like he had to rewrite it frame by frame. It's because you had to get the story back in to make it to the end of the trilogy. You started the whole thing to be a trilogy, not independent movies. However, even though The Rise of Skywalker addressed fan concerns, the Skywalker saga ended with a whimper. It obtained the lowest critic score of any Star Wars franchise on a record, 51%. So you're saying that the Last Jedi was liked twice as much. General audience score was a cinema score B+. I can't believe he got that high. After its release, Disney and Lucasfilm seemingly turned away from the sequel trilogy to focus on new opportunities on Disney's recently launched streaming service, Disney Plus. No, it was before the Rise of Skywalker came out. The Mandalorian came out, and it felt like Star Wars. You know, people look at the Baby Yoda deal as like he's extremely cute, but at the same time, it's not like he's so cute. It's just that he's Star Wars. You've got a Mandalorian. I mean, you know, what do we know about him? We know Boba Fett, right? We know these dudes. They're not fun. All right, they're not good guys coming over to help you put up some drywall in your basement. These guys go out and kill people, and he sees this overgrown frog and feels a loyalty to it. That is Star Wars. That is somebody that's in a position, find themselves in another position with the opportunity to do something good, and they do it selflessly. Let's see here. The majority of people decide to spend 2 hours invested in the galaxy far, far away, the Star Wars sequel trilogy films. Are likely fun popcorn flicks that added little to the saga overall. In the end, the sequel trilogy is an ode to the past, a chance to recapture the energy of 1977 and reclaim the heroes of a time the world is quickly passing by. I don't think they know what they're talking about there. I really don't. You know, all anybody wanted was to see the old crew from the original Star Wars riding around the Millennium Falcon again. If they had done that for 2 hours straight, it would have been the biggest movie of all time. You know, they started talking Han Solo into doing the Kessel Run again. Biggest movie ever. It could have been 30 minutes long, and I'd have paid $20 to go see it. Jeez. I'd pay $100 today to see it. Moreover, the failing of the Rise of Skywalker to provide a satisfactory conclusion to the Skywalker saga for fans. The conclusion of the Skywalker saga was Return of the Jedi. For fans and casual viewers alike, will likely make the sequel trilogy at least consequential addition to the franchise. While there is value in nostalgia and honoring the past, the reality of this particular situation carries with it something much more sinister that is easy for most people to miss. Alright, I'm going to stop it right there. Subscribe so you can follow along. But the next part, we're going to go into this something much more sinister that we might miss. That was chapter 1. We're going to go to chapter 2 next. Hang in there, guys. I appreciate you. Subscribe, like, and all other good stuff. And may the Force be with you.